Admit defeat!
Vantage is a B skill that has become quite popular and can easily be found on almost every team in the arena. Vantage's description reads as follows. Unit counterattacks first when attacked at HP less than or equal to 25, 50, and 75%. This means that when a unit in Vantage's HP range is attacked during the enemy phase, that unit will instead launch their counterattack first when combat starts. Vantage can be found on 5 heroes currently. Gordon holds the highest level of the skill at 5 stars, but at least he is always in the summoning pool. Anna is one of the main Asker trio, and you cannot use her for skill inheritance. Meanwhile, Summer Gaius also has Vantage, but was a limited time hero that may or may not come back later. From the 4-star selection, you can use Long Ku and also Reinhardt if the one you pulled isn't the coveted plus attack nature. Vantage is a very powerful skill, so I recommend always saving any Long Kus or Reinhardts, since this skill is currently still extremely powerful if your enemy does not have the right tools to handle it. The idea behind Vantage is to provide a way for your heroes to survive and get a kill if they are low on health. Vantage can only activate when an enemy initiates onto you, so you can bait enemies in since the AI is relatively easy to understand. When facing Vantage enemies, you always have to pay careful attention to how you engage or bait in attackers. When Vantage is ready to activate, it forces the enemy to take some kind of damage if they attack first, and this can be extremely deadly if the unit has a fully charged damage special. You can give Vantage to heroes who have a good offense but have a less than stellar defense. However, glass cannons are not the only users of Vantage. Anybody with a high attack is a good candidate because you're usually only getting one counterattack in, so every point of attack counts. It is a good skill that can be utilized on pretty much any hero. Finally, if you've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes for any sort of time, then you already know just how annoying Vantage can be to deal with. It has many strong combos that can sweep arena games and cause you to lose your streak if you make one mistake. There is a reason why it is so popular after all. So when skill inheritance first came out, Hector and Takumi were both rampant threats in the arena when they were given Vantage. Their use of distant counter and close counter allowed them to use Vantage against any hero. This means that they would always be able to hit your unit first, and even if this wasn't a killing blow, that health loss could be the factor of an arena match. Another example user of Vantage can be Lucina. She doesn't have the greatest defense or resistance, but she does sport a very high attack that can allow her to get kills with her Vantage swing. Many heroes have high attack and speed, but can barely tank 2 hits. Vantage provides them with a way to defend themselves if they can kill the incoming attacker first. Again, Vantage is best paired with distant and close counter. The reasoning is that you'll be able to cover both melee and ranged attacks and activate Vantage against both of them. Vantage is useless if your melee sword hero gets attacked by a ranged mage. Heroes with high attack make the best use of Vantage because if you cannot kill the attacker with the Vantage proc, then chances are your low health hero will be killed when the enemy gets their turn. Fury 3 and non-lethal sources of damage can benefit Vantage builds because they can purposely put you into the health threshold for Vantage to activate. You can also use Reciprocal Aid or Ardent Sacrifice to heal an ally while getting that unit into Vantage range. Lastly, damage specials are the scariest aspects to a Vantage build. For example, Hector's most popular build utilizes Vantage and Bonfire or Ignis. Hector is quite tanky and can usually survive 1 round of combat. This means that now he's in Vantage range and has Bonfire ready to activate. Now you have to deal with surviving a very real one-shot potential unless you have the right counters or can kill him before he gets to that point. Vantage can be scary to face, but can be dealt with properly. First off, it is a useless skill if the enemy is not within the HP threshold. With that in mind, it's best to fight a Vantage enemy with someone who can win the battle in 1 turn of combat. The introduction of fire sweep weapons and sweep type skills are also hard counters to Vantage. They prevent enemy counterattacks when initiating, so Vantage will not be activated. The new Hardy bearing Sacred Seal from the last Tempest Trials is another option. It first off disables attack priority changing skills like Vantage and Desperation for the unit you put it on. However, when at 100% HP, enemy attack priority changing skills will be disabled in combat. I find it tough to use, but it is an option. Another counter just added in is Brave Lin's exclusive V skill, Sake's Blessing. It disables counterattacks from swords, lances, and axes. Since everyone had a chance to get a free copy of Brave Lin, you may see this skill and herself much more in the future. Skills like Poison Strike and Savage Blow need to be used carefully because some scenarios become much more difficult thanks to the enemy being put into Vantage range. You must also be able to play around it in Arena since it is so popular and not too hard to get. Again, it is best if you can dispatch the Vantage unit in 1 round of combat. If Vantage procs, it does not count as an initiation. brave weapons that will not attack twice in a row despite attacking first, and it is a skill counted as a counterattack and other initiation skills will not take effect. As mentioned before, mismanaging against a strong Vantage opponent can mean the end to your arena streak, or at least a death. It is a skill that you always need to look out for. In a 1v1 scenario, if both units have Vantage ready to activate, it is best to be the one who gets attacked first. Vantage doesn't cancel each other out, so only the one who gets attacked first will be the one who activates Vantage. Vantage is a skill that will be around for a long time despite all of its counters that have been added into the game. It provides high-powered hitters with a chance to survive lethal encounters if they can finish the job in one hit. Sometimes the best defense really is a good offense.
I will defeat you!